I've never met anyone in the church world or business world who believes they've accomplished too much, or wishes that the results they've seen were actually less than they are. Instead, it's the other way around. We desperately wish that we could achieve better results. In fact, it's this drive for better results that often finds cracks in the armor of our character. We're so fixated on results that we either take unethical shortcuts to get there, or, more commonly the case, if we don't get the results we're after, we can't cope with the failure, and so it must be someone or something else's fault. We either victimize ourselves or we play the blame game. It isn't my fault, I didn't have enough time, if so-and-so had done her job, I would have been able to do mine. All of these kinds of excuses come up. From presidents in the Oval Office to entrepreneurs in the garage, no one wants to take responsibility for their misjudgments and mistakes. And it's understandable why we do this, right? Partly because no one likes failure. We are hardwired to want to be successful, and it's partly because of the organization of which we're a part. Top-level executives, for instance, don't want to admit mistakes because that leads to waning confidence from the shareholders and the stock price drops. Well, the same is true in the church world. Sunday attendance is to the church what the stock price is to the corporation. It's seen as this metric of an organization's success. When those numbers rise, man, we are proud of ourselves and we pop the champagne or the grape juice, depending on the type of church. But when those numbers fall, well, it must be because of something or someone else. The reality is attendance, just like stock prices, are not always the best measurement of an organization's internal health. They're important, sure, and as far as they go, they're a really good thing to keep track of. But these numbers can be propped up or misrepresented, which can turn into catastrophic results. So we set off down the yellow brick road in search of wizards who can make everything right. Just like our endearing characters from The Wizard of Oz, we go searching for someone with a magic wand who can give us brains, heart, courage, or the way back home, only to realize in the end that the wizard is just smoke and mirrors. The secret to getting the results you want turns out to be within your own abilities all along. Not in some new age mystical sense of finding your inner power or anything like that, but in the realization that the results you seek depend on shouldering greater accountability for those results. The authors of the Oz Principle suggest a clear way to help you get results you want in both your personal and professional life. Here it is. Individual and organizational results of people improve dramatically when people overcome the deceptive traps of the victim cycle and take the steps to accountability. This is distinguished by a fine line. Failure resides below the line where people consciously or unconsciously avoid accountability for individual or collective results. Success, on the other hand, happens when people take these 4 steps to accountability that occur above the line. See it, own it, solve it, do it. But we'll talk more about those in other videos. This book is going to help you see greater results in your life, whether it's achieving a personal goal, climbing the corporate ladder, or helping your church get to the next level. So click on the link below, purchase the book for yourself, and let's work through it together over the next several videos. It's time to stop playing the blame game. You are not a victim of your circumstances, and it's not anybody else's fault that you haven't seen the results for which you are responsible. Take accountability for your actions. You cannot expect to create a better future unless you begin to take the time and find the courage to get above the line. So to find real health that leads to real success, don't look to attendance or even to your company's bottom line. Look at how readily you are willing to accept responsibility for your results, especially the bad ones.